All right, Steve, had a successful match against Drexel tonight. Talk about your thoughts.
Yeah, I thought we looked good at 25. That we had to win 33. Won, at the very end match. He continues to get better each week. We're pleased with him. Perry got a win. In this gym, he hasn't had a whole lot of them. He got one tonight. So hopefully we'll get him back to his winning ways. Keenan looked good. Had some very good defensive scores. Larry had a tough opponent that he beat. I thought Jones was in his match. The score's a little indecisive, but he had about 5 shots he didn't finish. So you can't really do that and beat somebody good. 84, I thought, looked solid, and the heavyweight did what he had to do at the end, to get the win with a couple seconds left. We really got to rebound very quickly because we're wrestling in, 3-4 days. On Friday night against Navy, and then on Sunday we got Mason. So it's going to be a quick turnaround for us.
Last week, of course, you faced number 7 Virginia Tech. That one didn't turn out as planned. But when you face a top 10 team, how does that help you guys going forward into the final stretch of the season?
Well, it's not just that. We've had about 7 or 8 top 25 teams wrestled. So I mean, there's pretty much the nerves there are none, or there shouldn't be. We have a serious issue if there is, because basically, we got all that out of our system in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. We wrestled so many good guys, and we continue to wrestle good teams throughout the course of the year. So, I would say that that high-level competition takes all nerves out. It allows you to wrestle at a cleaner level, because really at the end of the year, we're just trying to get our guys to wrestle the best they possibly can for 2 days at the conference tournament and 3 at the national tournament.
Gotcha. Jacob, let's start with you, and we'll go right down the line. Late takedown in the end there to seal your victory. Talk about your thoughts at the heavyweight match.
Really, I was just thinking, just keep going. You're going to get it sooner or later.
What was sort of going through your mind as, you're coming down the end, you're tied 1-1, you're looking to make a move, or is there like a part of you that's just like, all right, let's just take it to overtime and sort of settle that?
Definitely was thinking I got to make a move. I feel like I'm pretty good at scoring late, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I knew I had to keep going and get the snap single, like my coach said. I got it.
And you got it done. Larry, it was a close match with 157, 3-2. There was a late review that Drexel called a challenge for. What's your mindset? It was 3 seconds left. They challenged for a takedown, but the period ended. What's your mindset waiting for the review? Because if it went in their favor, you were down 4-3. But if it didn't go in your favor, you won 3-2. What's your mindset in that situation?
I immediately thought that he had to take down. My mindset had to go there just in case it did happen. If your mindset is thinking, well, I just won the match, and then I have to go back down with 10 seconds left to get an escape, probably not really going to happen if my mindset thought that I won the match. So instantly I talked to Steve right away, and we were already game planning about how to get out in 10 seconds. Just because, that's what you got to do. You got to move on to the next step. That's what we thought was possibly going to happen. We had to look at the worst scenario. And then, obviously it wasn't a takedown, but that's just the way it worked out. But I was mentally prepared to get an escape in the last 10 seconds.
Luckily that didn't happen.
Yeah, luckily he didn't have to go there.
Killian, talk about your match for a little bit, just to start the night at 125.
Gave up early takedown. I thought I wrestled okay. I think I could have wrestled a little bit better, but I always try to start the duel off and get everyone going, get their energy up, so been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, so you're on a nice little stretch here, and of course, 125, you do start off, and you're a nice little spark to the ODU fire that this ODU wrestling team is. Keenan, 11-2 victory over Foggia. Another major decision victory for you. Talk about your match for a little while.
I felt good. This year's really just been about building from start to end, and I think that's something that Steve's really been focusing on with me, is just making improvements every week. So started game planning what I need to do first period, and that's what I worked on today. And then on top, I've been able to ride most of the people I've wrestled this year. I've been able to get away. So it's really just like that neutral has become like a really big focus for me. And I think tonight I wrestled well. I just keep making gains. That's what this year's about.
Now, Coach, of course you have Killian, Keenan, and Larry. Those were the top 5 to start the match before the halftime. Those 3 and 2 others, they came out victorious. Going into halftime with such a large lead, what is your mindset for, is it, obviously it's a very individual sport, wrestling is, so you want everybody to win.
Well, we're just trying to get everybody to compete up to their level. And I think our kids that won, they compete up their level, and I think our kids that lost, maybe didn't. And maybe they got to figure out how to compete at their level. Because at the end of the day, we could have won every match we were in tonight. That's just basically the bottom line how I look at it. We had opportunities to win every single match. So I look at it like we left 3 out on the table that we should have really won with the amount of competition that we've been the high level competition we've been on this season. So, those guys got to figure out, what they have to do. Some of them, was very mistakes that, you should not be making at this point in time of the year. But, on to the next one.
And the next one is against Navy. That's on Friday night, and then
Yeah.
back in action against a MAC opponent in George Mason on Sunday. Guys, thank you for your time, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We're gonna need you to win more because your interview skills are shit.